Hello and welcome everyone to part 68 of the Empire Total War Great Britain Darthmod Let's Play. We continue during the intern phase as per usual, and thank you for your messages about needing to check France, the various churches that I have there, because you guys reckon and think that there is an agent, a French missionary rather, in one of the churches which I need to remove. I don't have any missionaries of my own, but I don't know if they can actually be kind of aggressive against other missionary agents, so I'll have to use the rakes. I've got plenty of rakes about though. We're seeing Austria move around a little bit more, seeing as I've got my rakes placed right next to Austria and Vienna. So we're seeing them move around, and with their ever continuing war with Russia. Also, thank you for your opinions about how long you want to see this Let's Play continue for. You know, a lot of you generally want me to continue it to at least that I've invaded America and, you know, perhaps even pushed against Austria and Russia. I will have to give myself some sort of clear definition of when I'm going to finish, and I'm being attacked by some huge armies here. Thankfully, the army that's attacking me is actually quite weakened, and the garrison army has been weakened rather well as well, and I outnumber them both, so we will fight this battle to the battle map. But yes, back to my point about when I'm going to actually wrap up this Let's Play. I will formally end it when I reach the victory objectives, and then I will probably hold a little poll with various options for how far you want me to go with this series, and then I'll make it a weekend-only series, so I'll make it like there's 2 parts up every Sunday or something like that, of me just continuing on with the campaign, post-victory conditions, to just expand out my empire. So it won't be one that I, you know, then focus as intently on, and it'll be an irregular Let's Play, which, as I said, just toying with the idea of making it a Sunday upload for now, but the main aim right now is to finish this Let's Play. We only need a few more settlements. I think we need like 9 more. And then I'll have won. So I might take a break from the Let's Play for like a couple of weeks while I start a new one in its place. So we shall see. We'll see what happens, basically. I'm actually trying a nice beer today while I record. I'm trying a Hobgoblin. And anybody that's had a Hobgoblin before, what are your thoughts on it? I quite like it. I actually haven't had Hobgoblin before, but it's quite smooth and nice. Some of you are thinking, why are you having it instead of some tea? Well, I've already had some tea. Now it's time for a beer. Just been watching some hockey. Haven't been playing because my doctor suggests that I give it another week or so before I actually rejoin the team in battle as such. So unfortunately I couldn't play this week, which was annoying, but I went to see my brother and some of my friends play, which is jolly good. We'll whack up the stakes on these chaps over here, and with these lovely fine fellows along this side to completely surround the enemy. Also, I've had some of you say that you want to know how once I've grouped my units with like Control 2 or whatever, for whatever number I want, how do I then make it so that I can do this with my units? Because some of you say they're fixed in formation. I then press Shift 2 for infantry to get a single line, and for cavalry I press, well, you'll see in a minute. We're going to get them all in one group. I'm going to group them group 3, and I'm going to have them over on my right flank. Now if I place them here and try and drag them, they won't actually drag because they're all in their own separate formation. I then press Alt 4. Alt 2 does put them into a single line as well, but it dips 2 of them back. So if you want them in a straight line that will draw where you put it, Alt 4 will create a single line formation for cavalry. So yeah, thought I'd share that with you chaps. And just a bit foggy, which is a bit annoying for this. We'll have cannons back here firing over the heads of my infantry. Ooh, I don't know why you've got this stutter at the moment on Empire. Wasn't always like this. I think it's only been like this since I've reinstalled my PC, so maybe there's some graphic setting or something I need to just get it right again. Because actually that install of Windows I've had on my PC for like 3 years, and yes, it's obviously you do get, your system does get slower in time, but also I've found that in a way your system gets used to everything, and obviously it's the way you set everything up, and it's probably all set up and there's errors all across the place, but they're your errors and you know how your errors work, sort of thing. May not make sense to everybody, but if you do get the gist of what I'm saying, there we go. So let's have a look at the enemy. We've got reinforcements, it would seem, coming in up here. So I'm just going to shift this whole army up there, try and envelop the reinforcements. Meanwhile, my cannons seem like they're firing quite happily. They're not hitting my own men because they're firing over them. It's a shame it's so foggy, because I can't see a thing. I can't see a ruddy thing, lad. So we're going to flank around with the cavalry here. We've got lots of cavalry. I'm probably going to group them into two separate units in a moment. Zoom on down, because then actually it's not so bad. The enemy force moving their Walloon guards. Some of the elite Spanish forces here. There's only 36 of them though. Oh no, there's 180. That's 36 of another unit. I just moused over these guys. 180. They're already starting to fire as my infantry fire back at them. We've got the Amazons down here. Oh, and we've been assaulted by some form of cavalry up here. Sorry, Grenadiers, was not watching. Form up with this unit here. I don't know why we are getting that little bit of lag. It is very unfortunate and such a shame. I'm going to form up here because I assume there's more units waiting to come on in. They formed up square, which is good. Rest along my line should be okay. Cavalry, I've just seen you are under attack by enemy cav. Let's go in against the enemy here. God, this is horrible weather to try and play in. So I've been charged here, but we're going to have the Spanish bandits and Crusaders down. We're going to form square with this unit of infantry to hold up on the right. Charging on in with my cavalry. Should have the enemy general down. Again, sorry about the lag occurring. Not sure what is actually causing that. And we're going to swing around with these guys. So up over here. I'm going to reform and just envelop whatever comes out of the gap up here. Forward we march. And why is this cavalry walking? I hate it when it does that. Hit the cavalry over here. Although you guys come back and hit the Spanish bandits, which are mounted now. Mounted bandits. I've got some cavalry up here we're going to bring back in over here. And what they're doing in the mix is all absolutely horrible with all that weather. And we need to push these guys up quite considerably. Otherwise they're not going to be much use to us at all. There we go. Slowly got troops coming in there. We're just going to envelop all of them. Enemy forces pulling on back. And the enemy general dead. So I haven't been watching my howitzers or cannons where they've been firing, so this could be horribly wrong. But I think we're hitting those guys there. Let's get out of square with these fine chaps. We've defeated more troops over here. More cavalry, which is the sheer number of cav that I have to throw at them, and their lifeguards, so they are pretty effective. We're going to hit the guerrillas over here, or guerrillas. Well, my cannons firing and just rippling fire all along the lines, which is just fantastic. I don't have any guards in this army, so we're not making use of the new platoon firing mechanic, firing drill. But we are still destroying the enemy as they come towards us, even when we're down on this bit of dip, this bit of hill here. Let's push on up. And with these guys, we'll lock them in at the side. That's where the enemy seems to be forming. General's bodyguard, square. And square. Should finish off that General's bodyguard rather quickly. Back to the rest of the battlefield. We've been hit by cavalry. So I'm going to bring my own general to attack these guys. But we need to get them very carefully through this gap between all my stakes. And I'm now going to get my cannons to actually limber up. They've done their job. Storm in with my cavalry to destroy them. Form square with these chaps. We're about to charge in with my general as well. Away you go. If anyone knows why I might be getting this stutter and lag, because I didn't have it before, nothing's changed hardware-wise, bar adding an SSD and the not even Empire's installed on that, it's just installed on my other hard drive. So, don't know. Might just be one of those things. Could just be Darthmod, could just be late game, big battles. Who knows? My general's just sort of standing in there now. I like that. We're just calmly doing battle. Chase down all these chaps, would you, Cav? Would be smashing. if you did. And over here, what do we got going on? Firing away at the line infantry as they come on in. These two units we can take out of square now. Form up with them all. We're all firing from all the angles possible. Just push these grenadiers a little bit further. Swing these ones round. And they're just all getting routed completely. Oh, I told you guys to limber up. General, don't go into the spikes there. Just hold up where you are. Defeating the rest of the enemy forces here. Try and go after the militia there. Those guys have got away, but there's not too many in them. A few of them, 50 odd, so we'll chase after these guys. They seem to be the main threat. Back over on this side. How are we doing? We are just destroying the enemy. And with another few volleys, they are going to be destroyed. In fact, we can see the enemy, or rather my troops rather, are up on a ridge here firing down at them, so it's a perfect kind of killing zone. These guys have charged my lines, but they're not doing so well. Are these the Amazons? They're now retreating. That's all I meant. If they can, they're going to reform quickly, but we've got more Dahomey Amazons charging. They've routed. Don't know if we get a volley off. We should destroy them now. But they've shattered anyway. And the other unit over here is shattered. I don't know if they've got any more reinforcements to come, but we have soundly sent them backing at the border. And we have a victory, and I'm just going to end the battle there. My cavalry have chased off enough of the enemy, so back to the campaign map. Another sip of the old hobgoblin, and with that Tunisia should be mine. And we can see the enemy lost 1,951. They have 1,000 troops left. I lost only 491. I'm very happy with that indeed. Let's see who got the most kills. A lifeguard. My cavalry, well done there, chasing a lot of units down. Might be able to just mana surrender. No, we're actually facing off against these guys, and even an auto-resolver looks terribly unfavourable for us, but in the auto-resolver's eye at least. But I'm just going to hit that fight myself. We will go in and then destroy the remaining forces and claim another victory. I hope it's not so foggy, but then I don't know how quickly weather changes during an end-turn phase. We shall find out. We'll find out that great mystery to life's unanswered question in Empire Total War in a second. I die. Leonard Euler, or Euler, Swiss mathematician, his last words. Well, at least he knew what was happening to him. Pretty easy going. Lovely battle scene portrayed here in the painting. And the artwork as we load, and there we have it. Ah, the battle. Ah, it's not so foggy at all. Lovely stuff to see. Grenadiers! Lovely jubbly. Fortunately, we do have to attack this thing, but I have plenty of cannon. So I know what I'm doing. And the enemy technically should be coming out to attack us. Plus we have howitzers, which should cause all sorts of fun. We're just going to form up all my cannon here. Unlimber, quick climb. Not going to give them any defences, they'll be fine. And 6 of my units over here on the right, and the remaining infantry over here on the left of my cannons. General behind said cannons. Cavalry, we're going to group you into 2 groups this time. 1 on each flank. That was a bit overkill having all the cavalry together last time, but it worked. Did what we needed it to do. Start the wattle, aka the battle. Oh, and the enemy's deployed completely outside the fort, so we don't even need to worry about bringing down their walls. That's smashing. They've got artillery outside right in front of them, and now all my house is firing. This could be a devastating first shot onto all their forces. Oh, painful. So with all this infantry, I just need to turn it around like so. So these guys need to form square apparently, because the general's bodyguard is determined to hit into my units. In they go. Cavalry, you're going to come into this gap here and then flank on round. Infantry on this side, you're going to come round like so. My 2 cavalry units coming up over here. Just pushing forward with all my infantry there. Bit of a steep angle. There we go. It's a bit better. General's bodyguard, straight out of it, shattered to death. Give them the fire at will button in case you want to shoot at those guys back there. But I think they're okay. Getting back into line now. Pulling them back because they're far too close there. Pulling these guys around. Also pulling them out of there because the enemy's going, well, the enemy's hopefully going to be hit by some howitzer shot very soon. Bring my cavalry around the back here. Make sure we kill as many of the enemy as possible before they all flee. Pushing over on my right side more than anything else. And we're now firing a volley with the grenadiers here into the colonial militia. Oh, my cavalry came completely around the wrong way. Take these guys all off fire at will because otherwise they're all going to die. Hit them with cavalry. Enemy general's been killed. Smashing stuff. Charge on in. Cav. Destroy them. Fire at will from those chaps. But we have a very quick victory. And end battle before those howitzer shells land and probably kill a lot of my men. Let's avoid that death, if we can. And there we go. The enemy lost all its forces. We lost 85. Smashing. Tunis is ours. And Spain moving that ships around there. Not attacking me though with their big force. But they're pulling back. And it looks like they've got their own forces. And Spain pulling their army back here. I don't know why they didn't bother trying to stand and fight for Milan. Sending this army down here. And I've got an opportunity to intercept and attack these guys at Panama. Again, I'm just going to decline. Let them keep doing whatever they want to do. And they're pushing all my fleets out of my ports there. They keep on pulling back. I will sally out of Panama in a moment, but I'm waiting for my force from New Andalusia to push on up and support them. And there's no need for me to jump out of Panama right now. They're in a good defensive formation. Yes, I've got the opportunity to intercept, but I don't want to weaken my men just yet, and I don't need to. We now get to see what Russia's up to. They're pulling all their forces back east. I don't know if that's... Oh, yeah, there's been a shift. Austria's pushed back. And they've taken another bit of territory from Russia, so perhaps the AI is now reacting. They're trying to pull those forces back to engage Austria with, because Russia did hold this swathe here, because it was a bigger gap between the two Austrian territories. Now they've nearly linked up, although Austria has lost this bit of land that they punched into last time. So Russia has pushed back, but Austria has also answered them. Maybe I should, instead of just continuing the campaign myself, I should see if I can remove the fog of war and just keep ending turn and watching what Austria and Russia do. That'd be an interesting kind of a spectator mode to just watch the AI go at it. It'd be kind of weird. But you need like a super fast forward mode for that, really. Because even with end turns, in Empire, in fact, actually, you'd be here for quite a long time watching all those end turns go through. And now Russia's really thinking hard about what they got to do next with Austria, and obviously they are thinking hard because they are making the choices to go up against them. But they're thinking very slowly. And the thought was to move these 2 units back. It's a very crucial decision right now. Those 2 will win the war. Russia, where are you going? What are you doing with these guys? I'm trying to work out your mind, your brain right now. But it's nearly impossible. In fact, I'm going to keep on talking about Russia. At any moment you're going to switch over to Savoy and we'll be fine. And then we get a chance to push on in, and I can hunt down the missionary that's in one of my churches, my church schools in France still, that's stopping my my churches from converting it all to Protestantism rather than Catholicism. But will we find out this time, or will we have to wait till next time for Russia to load through its interface? We're going to get there eventually. We'll find out soon. We will find out very soon. He says this. Difficult thing with Russia. It's so far away. I've got Austria going through there. I'm just thinking of a kind of a what if scenario of getting over there to attack them for perhaps my post victory completion. You thought that long to just move a fleet, Russia? Really? Ah, come on. What are you playing at? And they're moving several fleets around. And they've got a gentleman going around causing trouble for Austria. I mean, at least this gives us a chance to have another look at the Austrian territory and whether they're moving any armies about, or all those regions like that. We're on to Savoy, and they're they're really confused as to what they're doing. Persia moving several forces together. Inuit nations, Iroquois straight through that. Italian states. And the Knights of St. John, I believe, on Malta. Italian states just again wandering around with their forces. And we have a path blockaded, which would be my Reich over here. Region captured, Tunis, which is just fantastic news, because it's quite a large settlement. It's actually, I think, that is the last of Spain's big settlements. Spain are now just down to 3 settlements: Algiers, Tripoli, and Naples, by the looks of things. We can check that in the diplomacy panel. Yep. That sucks for them. We're about to take them out any moment now. Region captured. Enemy raid. Yeah, don't care about them. They're fine. We'll sort them out in a minute when we go over to the colonies. Church schools being built all over the place. Hydrogen discovered. That is fantastic news. So let's find out where this enemy agent is in one of my church schools. Ah, he's over here. There we go. Oh, wow. There's all of them. That's why. You guys were right. Let's bring this rake. The thing is, he's not very good, so he's not going to have much chance of killing them. We've got 26% chance of killing one. What about this chap? It's because I haven't used them to sabotage anything or assassinate anyone. Let's bring this rake over as well. How many rakes have we actually got over here? We have another one here. We're just holding up for now. Leave those guys there. And I'm just going to leave. I'm going to leave this rake over here. He'll be fine. He'll have a great time. Oh no, actually, we were going to send him over to the front, weren't we? So let's continue. Let's continue him on his march. Send him on his way. So Russia took back. It must have been Kiev, the Ukraine. Where's Austria's territory? Oh no, they've taken Austria. Oh, they've taken the Austrian territory back from over there. Austria also had one of the territories over here somewhere. Can't work out exactly where it was, but Austria being pushed back, and it looks like they're pushing through East Prussia as well. So we'll push up. We'll push up there actually first. See what's going on. Austria could be on the back foot if they're not careful. And I have my force here, which I'm very eager to bring out to the sea again, because Lombardy can look after itself. And then with this army, I can bring it down. Well, actually, no, I can't yet. Well, I should try and take out Naples very quickly before this army comes down to reinforce it. How's my army at Tunisia? They're doing okay, but they're going to need a turn to replenish. I think I'll have a reasonably sized fleet over here. We'll risk it. We'll try and bring these guys up here. and bring my army down. And we can attack next turn. I don't know if that army's going to reach us in time or not. I'm going to try and hit them there. What's their force like that? Pretty even to mine, so we're not going to hang around to scrap with them there. We're going to pull back over here. And in Lombardy, we'll build some yeomanry cavalry. Why not? If they do turn around and start going for me, I basically have a quick turn to try and take out Naples. And Tripoli, very quickly actually. We can take out Tripoli so easily. We've got another university down here, which I'm surprised is not causing more unrest, but actually that's fine. So let's make sure all our universities are researching something, which they all are. So that's all fine for now. Can't repair. Why can't I repair it? Oh, it is under repair. Lol, missed. Seminary, destroy. Okay, so we'll be going for Tripoli easily with a small contingent of this army next time. Or the whole army, just to see them off. Hello, Genoa, what are you doing over here? So, this army here, we're going to move along to Algiers now. I don't know whether Spain has a big army along here or not. We've just sent them packing. We were going to replenish a little bit more, I remember that now, actually. Yes, because we just defeated their army. But we'll go for Algiers, we'll take that down. Tripoli will go down. It's only Naples now where they actually have a ounce of strength still assembled against me, but this army should be able to take them down rather quickly. They're quite nicely veteraned. So Spain is going to go down very soon, and we're going to find out about that in the next part. So, as always, hope you enjoyed. Please do remember to comment, rate, subscribe. Make sure you come back for part 69 next time, which will most likely see the downfall of Spain. Ciao for now.